I woke up this past Monday morning, the 29th, to my face plastered all over a local community group, attempting to tag my local police department, even though I don't live in city limits, and sheriff's office, informing them and everybody else on the page that I had a $100,000 warrant for failure to appear. I'm going to recap my arrest in October in a few minutes, but first I'm going to add that not only do I have an attorney, I spoke with my attorney the week before this failure to appear warrant, and he had worked out a deferred sentence, which is bullshit, but anyway, he had worked out a deferred sentence, told me to be there on the 31st of January. So I wake up the 29th to this plastered all over Facebook, and it was a fake Facebook account. Somebody named Tanya Marie with no picture. Well, at first I was like, I ain't got no warrant. I paid an attorney $5,000. Not only is he an attorney, he used to be the district judge. He trained the sitting judge. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh, fuck. Anyway, and he is the tribal court judge. How did I get a failure to appear when my court date that he gave me hadn't even made it? So at first I denied it, and then she posted the actual pictures, and a friend of mine looked them over, which she had been, my friend tagged me like 12 hours before I even saw it. So she was like, girl, you got a warrant, you need to figure this out. And I called my attorney at 8, no answer, 9, no answer. As I said, he's a judge, and he's an attorney. He has, other court cases. So I thought maybe he's in court, I'll give him to lunch. Well, sure enough, no. I then texted him and said, look, I said, I need you to call me about the $100,000 FTA warrant and bond revocation. I have. And so I guess it was around 11 he called. Told me he had no clue how the court date was changed because he was told the 31st. And he called me from right as he walked out of the courthouse that day. So I don't know how he would get it confused unless, like I said. Anyway, let me continue. So he said, the warrant will be recalled, the bond revocation will be recalled, and be in court the 31st. We got it switched back to the 31st. Okay. So I keep looking at, I think it's, I don't know the name. It's the court, the statewide court website where you can search cases to see. I kept checking to make sure it was going to be recalled. So I keep checking, no. I think about 4, or no. Maybe it was about 4 I checked. But anyway, I ended up texting him because I noticed something. And this is what makes me feel like I am being absolutely railroaded. So, like I said, I'll go into more details. I'm going to break this into a couple parts, but I'll go into the full arrest details in a minute. But when I was pulled over by an Atoka County Sheriff's Office deputy, I pulled into a parking lot where there was at least one, but maybe both, who were later at the traffic stop. Atoka Police Department police officers parked, chatting. I think they were both there. I pulled in that lot, and the deputy handled the entire traffic stop. When I called my attorney to hire him, he said, yeah, I see you were pulled over by, I don't know that deputy. He's new, which the jailers had told me he was new, and he has a Hispanic last name, and I'm going to remember it one day. But my first interaction with my lawyer, he had already looked stuff up when he called me. He was on his game. He said, I see you were pulled over by and arrested by deputy, whatever. I don't know him. Tell me why, when I looked Monday, the arresting officer has changed to one Cheyenne Gilbert, and the arresting agency has changed to the Atoka Police Department. I would just think maybe it was some kind of mix-up because on my original paperwork, Cheyenne Gilbert is a witness. If I didn't know that Officer Cheyenne Gilbert is a wonderful friend of my son's ex-girlfriend. In fact, Officer Gilbert, while in his patrol car, if my son went through Atoka, and this was what my son told me, because my son asked me, he said, so Cheyenne Gilbert was the arresting officer? I said, no, he was there, but I never had any interaction with him. He never even tried to talk to me. So I thought he was looking at the paperwork wrong. I was like, no. And I remember I was in my friend's car, or no, I was at the convenience store, and I had my paperwork in my hand, and I looked down, and it had Cheyenne Gilbert as a witness. So, but Cheyenne Gilbert, anytime my son would ride his bike through Atoka and Cheyenne Gilbert saw him, he would get behind him or in front of him or park and take pictures of him. This is why Officer Gilbert was on duty. Take pictures of him to send to Savannah Brannon, Savannah Rambo now. This is what my son told me. He said, yep, Cheyenne's Savannah's best friend. That's how he turned it. He used to take pictures of me every time I went through town and sent them to her. How did he become my arresting officer? I 100%. He was there in that lot before the traffic stop. He and another one. And they walked over and assisted. But I'm going to stop now because there's more. There's more. I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to do a recap of why I was pulled over the arrest and all that next, because it's a falsified charge in itself, in my opinion. But I'm not a legal expert, so I need to find some social media legal experts, I guess, some social media legal advisors, because we got a good old boy system around here, and I think I'm smack dab in the middle of all of them.